DOGE moving too fast.
No, I think the issue is they're not whacking enough.
Oh,
there's this concept in private equity when you get a bankrupt company and you go in
like the
there,
zero thing?
You cut 20% more than your initial read.
Oh, wow.
And then you find like a pool of mercury, the organization gels back together again. Always cut deeper, harder when there's fat and waste. The FAA, it's not the people. The code is cobalt. It's from the 60s. It needs CapEx put into it for the technology. We upgraded to make it safer. Fat like a chicken. All of these agencies are like big fat chickens dripping over barbecues of fat. This is the best barbecue.
They're so fat. True.
I've ever seen, but I don't think it's happening fast enough. They're not cutting enough. Keep slashing, keep hacking while you have a 24-month mandate before the midterms.
Yeah.
Cut.
He's right.
More cutting. Believe me, it's going to work out just great. Everybody should be happy about this.
Even people with the nuclear codes, cut them too?
Cut everything. Because if you don't see what they're doing and they can't show you that they're adding value, you whack.
But it's clear
that it's obvious, yeah. How could you disagree with that? If they're not doing anything that's valuable, get rid of them.
They're even asking people to show us what you're doing. Again, this was a story Friday, and literally Elon said, oops, we gotta rehire them because nobody knows how to do what these people know how to do.
Yeah, the nuclear thing. Okay, gets it wrong once in a while.
Yeah, you're gonna make mistakes. See, this is the way that these people think, is that they try to, like, it's like, this is the reason why bureaucracy and, like, really big companies also move so slow. It's because...
Big deal.
It's because, basically, there are so many people that are afraid of doing anything wrong that nothing happens at all.
What?
I agree with that.
10% of the time.
It's okay. I actually think it's okay if they run into a stumble here or there.
Yeah,
because
mistakes
the project
happen.
is so massive. The need to cut is so massive. The government is so massive. It's inconceivable that you wouldn't make a mistake here or there.
Yeah.
But I think that's acceptable if the greater goal is achieved, which is a smaller government, more efficient government.
Even if someone,
trim the fat.
Even if someone dies, or even if someone.
Yeah, of course. She's making an emotional argument, of course. Yeah, every single decision that you make, there is an acceptable level of risk and tolerance for that risk that occurs. Absolutely. Of course.
Because
Are you alleging that someone has died from this?
We don't know. I'm talking.
Oh, see, this is, again, emotional argument completely fucking dismantled instantaneously. It didn't even happen in the first place. So fucking annoying. And I've noticed, you know what I was talking about, how Germany was being run by Karens? We were so close to being run by Karens also. That smirk? Yeah, it's so fucking stupid.
But when the rubber meets the road, I'm talking about, for example, Kansas City, 30,000 government employees might be laid off. It will just
That's a good start.
Destroy the economy of Kansas City. That's okay.
Why do you say that?
So now you're arguing that. So she's arguing now for universal basic income. So we have to keep the economy there. Let's have all of these people that are doing nothing of value. Let's keep them doing nothing of value. Why would you say that? Yeah, I don't know.
Economy of Kansas City. That's okay.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm reading what the individuals from Kansas City have been saying.
She just said people are dying, and now she's saying this too.
That they're very concerned.
What do you think they're going to say when they're going to get whacked?
Of course they're going to say that, but my point is,
Exactly. Bro, it's so like Baldy here was a big fan of FTX. So I'm not always trusting him with everything. But he's right. Yes, obviously these people are going to act like if you get rid of them, everything's going to fall apart because they don't want you to get rid of them. Duh.
Think that's smart? To live in an American city, just go under?
How many American cities need a massively oversized federal government to stay afloat? I mean, isn't that says more about the city than the government?
Fucking exactly.
We get to the point where presidents
Yeah.
are measuring
It's
themselves
ridiculous.
by how many people they put out of work instead of how many people they get
And
jobs
not a
for.
moment too soon.
Yeah, this
Not a
is-
moment.
Thank you, bro. I am so glad that this emotional language is just being immediately countered. Yes, and not a moment too soon. Thank God. Bro, like, I love this. It's like all of this, like, fear-mongering bullshit. This is so good.
This is
too
crazy.
soon.
This is
Because
absolutely
the
Thank
crazy.
God.
And if
never
they're
gets
big
bigger,
fat
never
chickens,
smaller.
hopefully they lay some eggs and maybe then we can afford it.
Yeah, okay, that was clever, to be fair. But yeah, wow, it's not very effective. Masculine energy is back. I mean, a little bit. So people are blind to the truth. Media is part of the family. There's a lot of exposed skin. Yeah, I guess so, right? And oh no, won't someone think of the bureaucrats? How's it emotional language when factually lives are at risk? Nuclear safeguards are incredibly important. Well, yeah, of course they are, but it doesn't mean that you're going to make... Like, the thing is that if you approach a situation and you're afraid to make a mistake, you can never make an action. Because there's never going to be a time where you can do things at a large scale and not have error. Because human beings are doing it and human beings make mistakes. And so you have to have an acceptable level of loss and failure and then work to minimize what that acceptable level is. You can't start from the false premise that any level of failure means that there's no level of action that should be taken. Because if you do that, that's a non-starter and you're just trying to shut down the argument. That's it. Bro, there's no level of acceptable failure for nukes. Nobody's going to be, like, what do you think? They're going to fire these people and then Trump's going to launch out all the nukes? Like, what are you talking about? This is, again, this, like, crazy emotional fear, like, fucking, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No,
It's
no,
not happening. Like, stop it. It's crazy. It's stupid. Yeah, it's outrageous. Anyway, I got one more. It's crazy talk. It is. It's absolutely insane. I have to disagree with you. Okay, well, when the nukes start flying around, I guess we'll know that I was wrong. The nuke argument is brain dead. Yes, exactly. Aren't you going to end up with a huge income and homelessness? Aren't you going to end up with a huge low income / homelessness issue by getting rid of all these jobs? Yes. Yes. Do you remember how I said before how I am an accelerationist on pretty much everything? Yes. That's correct. Needs to happen. Has to happen. Sooner the better.
I've got a lot of friends who are Democrats, and they haven't asked me for advice, but if I did, I'd tell them, look, you just got to try harder not to suck. I mean, think. I'd tell them, look,
Who
you
is
just
this
gotta
guy?
try harder not to suck.
Oh, God.
Think about it. Over the past 4 years,
Yeah, I know who
the
he is.
Democrats
He's on the Kash
mismanaged
Patel
Congress. They mismanaged
Yeah.
COVID. They mismanaged the economy. They mismanaged inflation. They mismanaged the national debt. They mismanaged Afghanistan. More recently, in their opposition to President Trump and Mr. Musk, the Democrats have chosen to support the bureaucrats and the spending porn over the American taxpayer. Just like they support illegal immigration over the rule of law, just like they support transgender athletes over women's sports, just like they support Hamas terrorists over Israel. All Democrats are not like this, but the party is controlled right now by people who majored in online activism with a minor in puberty blockers.
Who is this guy? Oh my God. Holy shit.
This, but the party is controlled right now by people who majored in online activism with a minor in puberty blockers.
Jesus.
I know these people. They think women, they think men can breastfeed. They're triggered by race. They cry if you use the wrong pronoun. And most fair-minded Americans look at this and they go, these people are about 10 exits past normal. And that's what's killing the Democrats right now, in my opinion.
Has any man ever been more right about anything in his life? Holy shit, that's a fucking fact. Completely fucking right. Abso-fucking-lutely 100 fucking %. There you go. Yeah, 10 exits past normal? Absolutely. He is so based. He is, bro. A major in online activism. Oh my fucking God, that is true. Yeah, 10 exits past normal. Yep, that's a white person phrase. Yes, you're right, bro. That guy earlier, yes, they took it. Yes, 10 exits past normal. I like that. That's perfect. Yeah, what's his name? He's a senator. Senator Kennedy. I don't know like what his first name is. I have no idea. Yeah, bro. This is the old white man saying what? Yeah, bro. This guy is bringing back the old John Kennedy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the new one. Holy fucking shit.
In online activism by people who majored in online activism with a minor in puberty blockers.
Who is this guy, man? Like, this is nuts. Wow. And, yeah. And, minor in puberty blockers. Yeah, this guy is insane. And then, oh, he posted this from his own account. I didn't even notice this. This is him posting it himself.
President Trump ran as part of his platform on the promise that he would review the spending. Now, I don't know how you review the spending of the federal government without reviewing the spending of the federal government. So he legally, very legally, to executive order,
oh my God,
appointed Elon Musk to do that. It's all perfectly legal. And all Musk is doing is going through and scrubbing the budget. And he's finding a whole lot of what I call spending porn. Mm-hmm. A lot of just obvious ways that...
That's another white person phrase. That's two of them, bro. He's already made two new ones.
Any fair-minded person would conclude as waste.
Damn.
Now, the Democrats and the tofu-eating wokerati in Washington, D.C., they are just screaming. They are screaming like somebody stole their dog, man. They're just raising.
God.
It's illegal, and Musk wasn't elected. They're throwing everything they can.
Yeah.
And a lot of the pundits, the so-called experts in Washington, are agreeing, but not the American people. American people support this. It's long overdue. It's going to continue.
I'm gonna steal your grandma's.
Upset as
the logic. Elon Musk is gonna steal grandma's Social Security.
Said before, need.
It's like, I mean, to be fair, it's the left-wing version of us paying for trans sex change operations for illegal migrant felons. It's just so fucking ridiculous. It's funny.
To fill out a hurt feelings report and accept it because it's
Did you see Dragon Age won 4 awards?
Yeah, by the way,
no.
what we've read about already is probably just a tip of the iceberg of what they're going to find.
Yeah, dude, this guy is, man. Oh my God. Wow. I didn't know what this guy was about.